But first at 10, they were sworn to serve and protect. But when it came time to retire, some CMPD officers weren't given the money they were promised. Good evening, I'm Brian Blakely.
And I'm Diana Alvear. Now they're being left in the dark about where exactly their money is. Fox 46's Lauren Dugan is the only reporter in Charlotte working on this story. And she joins us live from CMPD headquarters. Lauren.
Diana, I first told you about this story last night at 10, and after it aired, CMPD sent out this email detailing to members how exactly the money is passed out. So today I sat down with the man in charge of the police pledge fund to get answers why they say the fund is short.
The pledge fund was well intended. It was initially designed to offer a sort of gift when somebody retires from the department.
CMPD employees are worried about getting the retirement money in the Volunteer Police Pledge Fund.
We don't really have an exact time that it started. There is some reference to back as far as 1966.
Deputy Chief Jennings oversees the fund and says official bank records date to 1981, 15 years after they believe it started.
I think that's the biggest misconception, is that there's a bank account with money in it to pay retirees. Couldn't be further from the truth.
So one of my questions is, you said it's not in a bank account, but when $5 is taken out of each person's paycheck, where does that money go?
Let me correct that. It is in a bank account. That money is not stored in a bank account. However, when the check is given to the fund, the board members, that money is deposited into an account, and within a couple of days, that money is written right back out to the retiree.
He says the money is not guaranteed.
So when I say it's not a great investment, which I don't think it's ever been looked at that way, but it's also a nice gesture when you do leave to say, a lot of officers really look forward to that money.
Right now, 5 people are on the formal board that was formed a couple months ago. But before that, only one person ran the fund.
Don't you think it's irresponsible that one person was overseeing this fund and what could be done with the money?
Well, there was no what could be done with the money. The money, it was obvious that the money comes from the city. The money immediately gets deposited. The money immediately gets written back out.
Jennings says money was never borrowed from the account.
We can confirm that all the monies have been paid to retirees.
So when did you notice that there was a shortage in the fund and you weren't able to keep up with how many people were retiring?
Okay, that's been going on for some time, so this is nothing new.
The future of the fund is up in the air.
I think we owe it to the officers who over the years have faithfully contributed to the fund, that that just doesn't go away.
Is there a potential for the fund to just no longer exist and stop?
Oh, sure, certainly there is. I think that if we can't come to a solution and figure out how to make this sustainable, then I think that's the only option.
Now, this is a volunteer program, but almost half of CMPD employees are involved. Jennings says he hopes to meet with all 1,100 members by next week, but we will stay on top of this. And for reaction from our sources, you can visit my Facebook page. I'm live outside CMPD headquarters, Lauren Dugan, Fox 46 Charlotte.